Kingsbarns came out and made this an easy race here. This is one of those situations where I think the trainer really just took advantage of the situation. The pace was still slow. He didn't leave the horse out there, though, to ride behind the slow pace. They got out there on Kingsbarns. Flavien Pratt just went out there and got the lead and never looked back. I mean, it wasn't a fast pace. It was a 49 second in the half mile, 114 in the three quarters. I mean, so really slow. 139 for the mile. They finished up at 157.33 for that 9.5 furlongs. So not a fast time. None of these horses proved to be any faster than that once it came down to the stretch. It was pretty much like a conveyor belt all the way around. All the horses stayed in order. We had Shopper's Revenge. Actually, Shopper's Revenge was in third. It was number 11 horse. Jace's Road. Yeah, Jace's Road was in there in second. I kind of thought he'd get the lead. He rode second. Shopper's Revenge was in there third pretty much the entire race. Once they started making the moves, I always want to call them defunded, disarm the Joel Rosario, Stephen Asmussen Gunrunner horse, was able to make a move, sneak past the other two, get in there for second place, but he had no chance of catching Kingsbarns. And Jace's Road ended up finishing third. Shopper's Revenge came in fourth. Instant Coffee, nothing from this horse. That was really what I was afraid of this horse doing, was Luis Saez. He doesn't really know how to take over a race that I've seen. I mean, he's got the horse with the ability, he does it, but when it's requiring him to just go out there and make the best moves, he doesn't always do that, and that happened this time. Instant Coffee not hitting the board, it going off at a 3-2 favorite. So we have our first one going in. I mean, people are going to talk big about Kingsbarns. He's going to be going into the Derby most likely undefeated unless he decides to run another race before then. Probably not. Going to be going in undefeated. We really don't know how fast this horse really is, though. He hasn't run fast at all. Hasn't had to face any fast paces, so he may not be able to go that fast in the long run, because we know the pace in the Kentucky Derby is not going to be this slow. I can pretty much guarantee you that. We're not going to see a 49-second open and half. So we really don't know what to think about this horse. He's qualified for the Derby. Don't think he'll be the favorite unless something big happens in the next couple of weeks here. But we got five really big races coming up to watch. So there we have it. Kingsbarns is coming in with the 100-point win, going to the Derby. Now we see Disarm. I think he gets 50 points for this race, running second. I expect to see this horse again. You may see him in one of these other races. If I think it's a 3-week layoff. I think there's something they can get him in. I think maybe the Lexington. You may see him try to squeeze in there. I don't think he's got the speed. If he wasn't able to catch Kingsbarns at this speed, I don't think he's going to be able to make it in the Derby unless the pace is just out of control and the pace collapses and winner comes from off the pace. Not really sure. That happened last year. Could happen this year, so we'll keep an eye on it. Next weekend, we've got more races coming up. So I'll have videos out on those.